the defense. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped.
And put his football team on his back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback goes down.
And spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy.
Dances away again. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now,
decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
He's going to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Avant. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The RPO, it's complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. On second down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Worthy. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Off play action on first down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Peace. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going back to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The option look. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. The short hands, it's Avant. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Calls his own number. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run to the left. And the Canes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do and just go out and execute the offense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a gap. It's Brewer. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run.
First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He makes the grab. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Caves! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's good from 58 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Finds the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. This guy can throw it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They want to throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Looking for a crease. It's McGee. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The sure hands, it's Avant. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Well, jet sweep pass. Got it inside the 15. Got a lot of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He'll just keep slinging it. Quick completion on the out. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. At this point, the clock is like the 12th man on offense. I assume they'll keep it on the ground here.
I would think so, too, but I also want to get the score and end this game. Like, that touchdown puts me up by 2 possessions, ball game over.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On second down, wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGee. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going up top here late in the game. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Play number 9 on this drive. Dialing up a second down pass play. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up.